Heads are doomed to roll after such an early exit from a #1 seed. Blame goes to the coaching staff, players, or the fans. How am I supposed to answer this? I'm going to say the coaching staff. Oh my god. Yeah, guys, if you didn't see the last episode, we lost to Philadelphia in 7 games. They beat us 116 to 104. And if you notice at the box score, there's a common theme that we've had throughout the season that you do not see. And that will be one Gordon Hayward. We are paying him $31 million a year. He's 29 years old. And he's always injured. He is always injured. There is not a time that goes by where I do not see Gordon Hayward injured. So there's nothing else that I can do at this point. He's gotten injured. He hasn't produced. And at this point, I'm fed up and I'm tired of it. Gordon Hayward will be gone. I am going to find a trade for Gordon Hayward. But before we do, let's see what happens in the playoffs. It's a rematch with Golden State versus Cleveland. Golden State versus Cleveland. Same Cleveland team. Very nice team. They got Swanigan, Crowder, and Jaylen Brown. I wish we had Jaylen Brown back. I really do. They also have Pierre Jackson, Sterling Brown versus the Warriors, who have 3 92+ overalls. Curry's playing out of his mind. KD's playing out of his mind. Clay's playing good. And Draymond, they are just... I'm expecting a Golden State win. So let's simulate one. Easy win for Golden State. 3-point win for Golden State. 13-point win for Golden State. And the Warriors sweep. The Warriors have swept the Cavs yet again. Alright. Looks like we're getting into off-season. The off-season is season number 2. Vince Carter, Richard Jefferson, Zach Randolph, Pau Gasol, Kyle Korver, just a couple of the big names that left this year. Bunch of names. I recognize pretty much the majority of all these players, but either way. Hall of Fame, Vince goes into the 2019 league. And here we go with the league rule changes. I definitely have to give feedback. Teams are allowed to trade picks in consecutive years. I agree with that. I think you should get all the freedom to trade however you want as a GM. 1-on-1 bonus after 5 team fouls and full bonus after 10. I disagree with this. Well, actually, I don't really care. I am really fine either way on the free throw situation. No, I disagree. We need to keep the 5-second back-to-back rule, and backcourt violations will no longer be called. No, we need to keep these rules and decrease the shot clock. I like the shot clock where it is. I'm going to disagree, and hopefully it stays at 24 seconds. Looking at the meetings, everything's rejected. So, wouldn't have mattered anyway. Now, this is where things may get a little interesting. If we look at the mock draft, it projects that we're going to have the 13th pick and the 28th pick with our pick and the Kings' first round pick. But I'm going to try and trade up. I would like to trade up as much as I can, try and get one of these major players. So let's enter the draft lottery and see where we end up. Okay, that's what I figured. 13th pick, the Hawks, Mavericks, and Knicks. So we're going to get the 13th pick and the 28th pick. Alright, guys. Gordon Hayward is still injured, which means I'm not going to get any trade value for him. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the draft with our 13th and 28th picks. I haven't actually used Trade Finder for either of these, and they're not giving us any possible picks. So we're going to jump right in to this NBA draft and see who we can get. So Brad Stevens wants us to get Wendell Carter. Let me look at the prospect menu. Wendell Carter. So Wendell Carter. Wendell. Where's Wendell Carter? Wendell. He's ranked 10th. No, there's no way I can get him. So he's going to be drafted before we even get up to that spot. So, time to get into the NBA draft. Okay. Atlanta, it's really going to be neat to see how these picks work out in this year's draft. So Atlanta, Doncic, of course. I am not surprised Luka Doncic going to the Hawks. And we're just going to skip to our trade. Our pick. I don't honestly care. Unless we're able to get one of these guys by some stroke of luck, I really don't care about them. So, let's skip to our pick and see what trade offers we're going to get. I assume, yeah, we're going to get a lot of first-round picks from people. I mean, a lot of first-round picks. Hernan Gomez, Doug McDermott. Yeah, I'm just seeing first-round picks. Yep, first-round picks. Let's see who's still on the clock. Miles Bridges, Trayvon Duval. You got, let's sort by overall here. Trayvon Duval, Jaren Jackson. Ooh. I may have to go with Jaren Jackson. Yeah, I'm definitely, yeah, we need to power forward. I'm going to go with Jaren Jackson. I believe out of Michigan State with 13th pick. Yeah, from Michigan. Jaren Jackson. I like that pick. We needed that power forward of the future, and I think we found him. So, let's go to our 28th pick and see what we can get for this. And I'm assuming, yep, 2020 second round picks. So, who is left? Elise Johnson, PJ Washington, Uchi Uehara. I honestly may just trade this away. Elise Johnson. I really don't know who to go with here. Honestly, I'm probably going to go with Elise Johnson just as another... Or, you know, I'm going to go with Killian Tilly just because he's 20. He's got a decent wingspan, and he's a small forward, but he's also has good potential. So, we'll take him with the 28th pick in this draft. So, we're going to sign Jaren Jackson and Killian Tilly. Now, team options, yeah, I'm definitely keeping Jason Tatum on that 2-year option. Here we go with free agency. What is going on here? Marc Gasol, Hassan Whiteside declines. Paul Millsap and Kevin Love decline. Chris Middleton is gone. Valanciunas is gone. And besides that, I'm not seeing any other declines. J.R. Smith leaves Cleveland. Well, that's a team option. But yeah, besides that, Jonathan Simmons is declined. That is looking like that's it. Off these qualifying offers, I'm just going to leave these. I'm going to let it go into free agency, and we're going to see what we can pick up. But first, we need to figure out what we're doing. Are you still injured? Why are you still injured? I don't understand this. Why? Why are you still injured? What kind of value do you have? I may not trade players who are injured. Fantastic. Okay. So, we'll deal with that in a second. LeBron, Clay. Let's see. Detailed view. No. Let's take a look at their contracts. The Heat and the Cavs are both looking to sign LeBron. Clay, the Warriors, Mark, and Hassan have no open offers. The Grizzlies looking to sign Paul Millsap. What about Kemba back to Charlotte? The Bulls for Eric Bledsoe. 76ers for Middleton. Gary Harris back on the market. This is a pretty deep class, I have to say. There's a lot of good players in here. Devin Booker I'm eyeing. I don't think we even have enough cap room to even offer them something, let alone... Yeah, we have 0 cap room. Yeah, 0 cap room. Let me look at the player roster here and see what we need. We need a backup point guard. Shooting guard, backups. Okay, we have small forward. We need a power forward and a backup point guard. So, let's go in here. Power forward. Let me get what I can get for cheap. Payne. Let's see if Adrian Payne's willing to accept some. The 3-year deal for a 78 overall. It's still young. I'll definitely take that. So let's give him 2 years, 6 with. Let's give him a 1-and-1 team option. Let's see if he'll accept this. So we got him. Now let's take a look at backup point guards that we can possibly do. Jerry and Grant's back on the market. Terry Rozier, our former player. Jared Bayless. Let's see if we're going to be able to sign back Terry Rozier. See if we can get him back in as our backup point guards for a really low salary. Let's give him a team option as well and see if that'll work out. So, both Adrian Payne and Rozier declined. So, Payne goes back to Timberwolves. Terry Rozier with the Clippers. Okay. Who else do we have available? Rondo's available. TJ McConnell is available. I want a shooter, though. That's the #1 thing I want. You know what? Corey Joseph is always a solid player. Let's see if we're going to be able to get him on the team as a backup. 1 year, $2 million. Let's give him 2 years and a team option just to give us that extra flexibility in case we want to keep him around or not. Okay, looking at power forward, Jordan Bell. Got James Michael McAdoo back out there. You know, let's see. Let's sign Corey Joseph, and let's hold on to Anderson Burke. And I'm waiting to see if we can trade Gordon Hayward. Wait, Gordon Hayward's day to day. Come on, Gordon. But we are able to sign Corey Joseph. Very happy about that. Where did the marquee free agents go? Which is what I'm wondering. So Dragic goes to the Hawks. Kemba goes to the Miami Heat. I did not expect that at all. Michael Porter is on the Knicks. Lonzo Ball. Steven Adams. We already saw that a while ago. Marvin Bagley goes to the Dallas Mavericks with Chris Bosh already there. What are there any other major updates that have been going around the league? I'm not seeing much. Devin Booker goes back to Phoenix, and they also get Clint Capella on a 1-year deal. Andrew Wiggins up to an 88 overall. I'm not seeing much else. Everything else seems pretty much the same at this point. The Bulls have Austin Rivers now. Yeah, and that's it. So, let's simulate a couple days. And hopefully, Gordon, when are you going to be healthy? I don't understand this. When are you going to be healthy? Finally. Okay. Guys, this is the moment that we have all been waiting for. It is time to trade Gordon Hayward. So, first of all, let me check free agent market. no one on here that we really need. A couple players I could like to have, but no one we really need. So, I am going to find the best possible trade for Gordon Hayward. Guys, I'll bring you back, hopefully, with some good news. Okay, first trade. Gordon Hayward straight up for CJ McCollum. Okay, so they don't think that's going to work. Also, guys, I can't trade Gordon for Klay Thompson because Klay Thompson just signed a deal. If none of these trades work, we'll definitely be looking at trying to pick up Klay Thompson. A bunch of you guys said Klay Thompson the last time I asked about this. Now, there is one other trade that I saw that I liked, and that is involving the Indiana Pacers and Victor Oladipo, also adding in a 2020 first-round pick and a 2021 top 10 pick. So that's going to take them over the salary. So let me add in a player like Norman Powell, who is 77 overall, $7 million. But then let me add one of my players who's at one of the lowest possible overalls. Let's see if we can do Glenn Robinson. So they like what they have. What if I gave you a 2020 second round pick as well? Okay, let me take out these two. Let me take out that. And now, for that 2020 first round pick, Norman Powell, Victor Oladipo. I don't know if I like that trade. What else? What other trades could I do? I'm going to keep looking. And once I find something, I'll get back to you guys. So guys, since we don't have cap room, a pretty uneventful free agency. But I picked up Corey Joseph, Yogi Ferrell I retained, and Boban. I gotta get Boban. We need rebounding and defending in the paint. And I thought, who else to do that but Mr. Boban Marjanovic. I still need to find a trade that I like for Gordon Hayward. I'm going to try Klay. We're going to zoom past the rest of free agency. And hopefully we get some overalls up. Oh, no. Kyrie down one. That is not what I want to see. Gordon Hayward also goes down one. But Drummond's up. Tatum is up 4 overall. Zubac up 2 overall. And Williams up. And Kevin Looney, including the rest of our guys down here. So it's not the best possible player progression, but it will have to do. Okay. Our 2020 draft class. We're going to go ahead and pick this one. Now let's get into our training camps. And I want to use these training camps on untapped potential. I'll go ahead and just do this just to make Brad Stevens happy with me again. But we need to use some of these training camps on our young stars. Jason Tatum, you're getting bumped up in your untapped potential. Who else? Who else are we going to do? We're going to do, let's use, should I do Kevin Looney? You know what? Let's do Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson already, oh, he's the one that attended that camp. So let's use this on Kevin Looney, up to a B+. And also, I want to use a perimeter shooting on Jason Tatum. Just, never mind. Okay. You know what? Let's use a conditioning on Andre just to get him all the way up with his stamina and his hustle. And that should be good going into the next season. So guys, I have tried every single possible trade. I'm actually recording this clip a couple days after the last clip because I've just been trying every single possible scenario. I went for Kristaps Porzingis, CJ McCollum, but I could just not find anything that was worth giving up Gordon Hayward. There was one for DeMar DeRozan, but he's got a bigger contract, and he's already a year older, and he's not the knockdown shooter that Hayward is. So, we're going to have to wait on the Gordon Hayward trade. Everybody's signing contract. Basically, when you sign a free agent contract, you can't be traded until January 15th. So we're going to have to wait until then. We actually face the Cavs that day. So that will be the day that we are probably going to trade Gordon Hayward. But that will be all for this episode of the GM. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Let's try and get to 1,000 subscribers by February. I would love to reach 1,000, and I got a great video coming out once we do reach that milestone. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.